let's get it started. Let's do this quick. On time today. I got 3 videos I'm gonna edit. I need to edit my GPO, my OPO video, and then this video too. So expect those videos. Maybe not GPO. No, I'll try. Cause next week, I should say, starting on Monday, I want to try to start my Blood Foods season 2. So I'm gonna see if I could start or not. So today we're reacting to Botfly Parasite, SCP-658. You already know, a Dr. Botfly YouTuber. I love how he does his storytelling. I'm starting today. I'm starting too much. I love how he does his storytelling, and then how he explains the SCP, like giving the information and everything, and what the SCP does and all that. Let's get it started. We'll jump in the description. Go check him out. I'll be happy to give him 1 more subscriber. Alright.
A businessman from Queens had been saving for years to get something he'd been dreaming of since childhood. A particular wristwatch, which cost just over $20,000.
Yo, my boy got that money, I see, man. I will not be saving money. Like, if this guy legit, like, save all his money for just a watch, don't do that, guys. That's bad use of money.
However,
I'm just saying.
Mere days after getting his hands on the pricey accessory, he noticed a small defect on the edge of the watch case. It was a small metal nub, an imperfection that he could have sworn wasn't there when he first bought it. After all, he paid 20 grand for the thing. Surely he'd notice if something was wrong with it when he first picked it up. He brought the watch to the official service center out on 5th Avenue that Friday evening. They'd check the watch out and have it back to him by Monday, good as new. You don't buy a watch like this if you expect anything less than the very best. The businessman's watch was stored in a secure vault with several hundred others as it awaited repair from a highly trained technician. What happened next would be considered unbelievable if
that's actually an insect, am I right?
It hadn't all been caught on the security camera. The first watch began to mutate over the next 18 hours. It shattered into a twisted mass of glass and...
You can keep the watch, man. Yo, what?
Metal cogs, its hands shooting out in every direction.
That's what they mean by Botfly?
And a metal eye grew out of
that's a spider.
This spider-like creature then skittered across every single other watch in the storage vault. And within another 18 hours, they mutated too, until the room was positively alive with...
Like, what do you do, though? If you're the guy that's supposed to fix all these watches from all these, you know, rich people... What do you do? Like, what?
Creatures.
Yo.
Meanwhile, over at Site 19,
a
guard began to notice that his standard issue Foundation handgun was unusually uncomfortable to hold.
That's also a bit bug. So wait, well, how has this been happening? I'm sorry for pausing too much, but remember, guys, you guys came here to see my reaction. If you guys want to see no reaction, just want to see the original video, go to the description. I have it there, man. I'd be happier if you support the original creator. But like, is it like a insect going around that actually mutates these, I don't know, like mechanical something, like these unanimated objects? What?
Perhaps he was developing a nerve issue or carpal tunnel syndrome. It's not that uncommon in the profession. But no, it was actually the strange metal nub forming on his pistol's grip. He had no idea that, inside the gun, a bizarre transformation was beginning to take place. And within 3 days of the nub first appearing on the handgun, it underwent a remarkable metamorphosis. Much like the watches, the gun mutated, growing 4 legs and an eye, and began running through Site 19, causing chaos.
4 legs?
The gun began firing with reckless abandon, sending bullets ricocheting off the walls, and injuring Dr. Jack Bright and Dr.
Man, Dr. Bright, man, he's not gonna die. That's fine that they have him there. Let me see here.
Sending bullets ricocheting off the walls.
He's not gonna die, man. You see the medallion? He's not gonna die. He's immortal. But like, damn, the other scientist, researcher, she got oofed.
And injuring Dr. Jack Bright and Dr. Sophia Light as they attempted to disable the rogue pistol. It was able to fire in a sustained fashion for over a solid minute before stopping to synthesize new bullets through unknown means.
What?
Eventually, the weepon was captured and subsequently destroyed,
presenting
an active danger.
That's what you get. Oh, we got ad, y'all. I paid this one, man. Remember, guys, I don't care what kind of ad it is. If I don't get paid at least a single penny, I'm not gonna show the ad volume. You're gonna skip it. But remember, guys, if you ever get one mad, watch the whole thing. Thank you for support, even though there should be no ads yet. Yeah, I'm talking about you with the red shirt with the blue jeans. I'm about you. Oh, I thought to you. I always do this. Let me go back.
Personnel. Meanwhile, in an insurance provider's office building out in South Dakota, one of the many desk drones working their fingers to the bone typing up insurance claims barely noticed a small plastic nub forming on the side of their wireless keyboard.
What is this nub?
It remained this way
everywhere.
for a relatively uneventful 6 days before finally undergoing a complete transformation.
Is it mean no spider?
It became a chaotic configuration of legs and keys, spelling out the
why
words,
everything's a spider-looking
"We will
insect?"
answer" on the top of its body. It wandered around the office, seemingly brushing up against as many other pieces of technology as it could. The astonished workers found that if you typed any complete sentence onto this mechanical creature's keys, it would be rendered inactive for around an hour, much to the relief of everyone who was there at the time. In New Mexico, a small child was about to be scarred for life when his brand new talking action figure developed a plastic nub on the nape of its neck. The child didn't really pay any mind to it. However, within 10 days
that's
of the nub's
scary. I
appearance,
don't know. I'm talking about that's not Woody like that, man. That's some scary, yo. Hell no.
The toy took on a transformation that was impossible to ignore. The toy burst open, its head growing 4 legs.
What? What? This is the worst one so far. What is this? Yeah, that's probably a thumbnail shot out here. You know what I mean? That's gonna be my thumbnail.
Away from its own
what is this?
When the little boy saw this, he
How
called
big
for
is
his
it?
mother.
Pause.
When it began skittering towards him at surprising speed, he screamed and fled. The head, which had also somehow lost its eyes to an even more frightening effect, kept repeating, "Mom, there's something wrong with my toy."
Okay.
In the little boy's voice. If it wasn't for the Foundation amnestics that he and his mother would later receive, he likely would have been scarred for life by the anomaly.
Who would be scarred? Yo, hell nah, man.
In Idaho, an old woman who lived alone noticed something strange going on with her television set. A lump of warped, bulbous plastic had started forming on the top. She decided to call a TV repairman, or perhaps her son, who didn't call her nearly enough, to come over and take a look at it. But as things often do in life, she let it slip her mind. 2 weeks passed without her addressing it. This would prove to be a mistake.
Don't tell me she's. This was. I'm stalling so much. This was a fatal situation for her.
TV repairman really could have done anything to help. The TV sprouted 4 long spider-like legs and a single eye. The screen perpetually showed shaky footage of an unmoving figure suspended midair in the middle of a blank, featureless room. This change from the usual programming disturbed the old woman greatly.
Disturbed? Don't you see the legs? The eye? What?
Even more so, as the television began advancing towards her. Meanwhile, soldiers operating a tank stationed in Syria noticed a small metal welt on its chassis. Of course, given the natural wear and tear experienced by tanks
where are these bumps coming from?
None of them paid much
mind. I look at my laptop.
That'd
be funny. I look at my laptop. Like a bump on my laptop. That'd be funny. But still,
it continued like this for a month and a half, until tragedy finally struck in the most unexpected fashion. Much like the handgun over in Site 19.
That's even more dangerous.
Grew legs and started firing in every direction, devastating nearby infrastructure and killing scores of people around it. It seemed not to discriminate or even really to aim. It fired in all directions with soldiers and civilians alike, and it took several groups of soldiers armed with anti-tank weaponry to finally put it down. No explanation was ever given for what happened that day. Most people just assumed that it was a tank operator who'd snapped under the intense pressures of war and gone berserk. But the truth would forever elude them. So what is the truth? Why has all this machinery, from innocent to disastrous, been taking on a mind of its own and causing chaos
that's my thumbnail right here. I'm telling you.
Across the globe? Allow me to explain. These are just a few entries from the filing cabinet of incident reports belonging to SCP-658.
What is this insect?
Mechanical
I seen these bombs, but I haven't seen the insect anywhere.
Also known as
that's doing
the
like
Botflies.
All of this.
SCP-658 instances are a unique species of highly reproductive anomalous creatures, characterized by their 4 long, thin legs on the underside of their bodies, and their single large mechanical eye somewhere on the upper body. They reproduce through contact with any man-made mechanical objects, though the exact means of parasitic infection are unclear. Simply making contact seems to be enough to turn an object into a breeding pod for a growing SCP-658 embryo, and gestation time is dependent on the size and complexity of the infected object. The embryo will present itself as a metal or plastic nub on the surface of the object, appearing to the untrained eye like some kind of minor production defect. This keeps the embryo safe as it develops, growing and absorbing the surrounding technology.
So if you like destroy that area, that's it? Like, would everything be normal then?
Into its own biomechanical makeup. Incidentally, the name Botfly is a play on an equally unpleasant, non-anomalous parasitic insect.
That's what I'm saying. But
Latin name Ostridae.
Where is the insect that actually doing like
which implant their eggs into the living flesh?
I know that, but I'm talking about like
they incubate, grow, and
eventually
about
like the watches and everything.
The similarities in breeding patterns of non-anomalous botflies and SCP-658 are self-evident. These entities vary massively in size, from the diminutive stature of 5 millimeters squared to hundreds of meters. The size of an SCP-658...
Yo, imagine an airplane that's transformed to that. That's some scary stuff right there, man.
Instance, much like its aforementioned gestation period, depends entirely on its host object. And Foundation research has indicated that any complex man-made mechanical object is susceptible to parasitic infection. From cell phones to jumbo jets, all technology is on the table for 658. And as indicated through the eyewitness accounts in the case files, the appearance of the individual SCP-658 instances are reflective of whatever technology incubated them. This influence of the host technology also appears to extend to SCP-658 behavior.
Oh, we got ad. Oh, yeah. I told you guys. I don't care what kind of ad it is, man. I need at least, something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is stuff. They're going to talk about, they probably go fight each other. Let's see.
SCP-658 behavior, with more benign objects like phones or wristwatches becoming equally benign creatures, and weapons such as firearms or combat-ready vehicles taking on a more aggressive nature. Given that the U.S. military alone has thousands of vehicles and even more firearms, there are naturally some concerns about what would happen if ever an SCP-658 outbreak got out of control at a military base. Thanks to the extreme proliferation of and dependence on technology in our modern era, a large-scale containment breach of SCP-658 could lead to a catastrophic exponential...
Yeah, I'm saying, like, in my head, it could be either Euclid or Catcher, but I need more information. I'm not going from Euclid because, I think they may have, a capture, or, like, there isn't too much, like, situation, scenarios of this happening. I don't know. I got to see more.
The SCP Foundation is keeping an extremely close eye on any signs of SCP-658 activity, especially in technologically advanced cities and other densely populated locations. Research has proven that these creatures are capable of manifesting adaptations that increase their reproductive ability even further. For example, during one test, it was proven that one SCP-658 instance was capable of impregnating another. The result was it transforming into a creature with 8 legs and 2 eyes that was capable of impregnating any objects they touched with 2 embryos, rather than the typical single embryo. While senior researchers deemed it unwise to see exactly how far these 658 interbreeding experiments could go, it stands to reason that it could also be subjected to an exponential increase. One hypermutated 658 instance could be capable of mass impregnating larger pieces of technology with hundreds, if not thousands of embryos. You can see how these often tiny and seemingly harmless creatures could quickly become a big problem for all of us. Picture every vehicle, cars, trucks, motorcycles, scooters, ATVs, vans, Humvees, tanks, planes, helicopters, speedboats, yachts, cruise ships, battleships.
I get it.
Becoming hypermutated SCP-658 instances. Then add every...
The ship one was, that one's crazy. The one
phone,
with the ship.
every laptop, every computer, every tablet, every TV, every printer, every kitchen appliance, every gun, all being infected with SCP-658 embryos and joining the horde. Given how much all of us, including the SCP Foundation, rely on this technology and so much more in our work and daily lives, it's clear how the uncontrolled proliferation of SCP-658 would completely alter the world as we know it. It's a clear reminder of the importance of the SCP Foundation's work. The worst-case scenarios for even some of the more innocent-seeming SCPs can be startlingly bleak. Due to the mechanical nature of these anomalies, all connections to the Church of the Broken God and their illicit activities are being explored by Foundation field personnel. Containment protocols on SCP-658 are extremely clear. Any instance of SCP-658 no larger than 50 centimeters across any
Destroys.
axis, considered to be a small
right?
SCP-658 sample, is to be stored alone
The
in
other
a
one
steel
get destroyed,
box
right?
and not being used
Maybe?
in active
Question
testing.
mark? How though?
Special containment procedures specify that the box must be kept closed through low-tech means, and we mean a true return to basics here. String or duct tape are the preferred methods of keeping them under lock and key, or, as some researchers prefer, weighing down the lid with heavy books. Anything with a more complex locking mechanism is capable of being impregnated by SCP-658, completely negating containment. Any 658 samples larger than 50 centimeters are to be destroyed as soon as possible after being apprehended by Foundation personnel. This destroy on-site order is also applicable for any technology infected by SCP-658 outside of intentional testing scenarios. In order to avoid population growth during containment, all captured SCP-658 samples must be kept at least 3 meters away from any man-made technology capable of sustaining an SCP-658 embryo. If unsure of whether an object is applicable, researchers and guards are told to err on the side of caution when it comes to this anomaly, which has been classified as Euclid. After
Big brain, come on, man. Come on, son. Come on, man. I'm telling you, I should be a researcher.
Really,
I should make myself an SP channel, right, guys? Right? Do my own animations.
Now go and watch another entry from the files of Dr. Bob, like SCP-799, the carnivorous blanket, or another SCP with a rather unique breeding method. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single anomaly as we delve further and further into the SCP Foundation's classified archives.
Alright, that was good. I liked it. It wasn't that bad. That was good. It's interesting too, though, but like, how, like, where does this come from? Like, how it started? It just comes out of nowhere, like random. Like, that's what confusing me a little bit. But either way, that was good. I like that. Guys, there you go. We end the end of the video. Not to conclude my video too. Hit the subscribe button. Go to 5,000 subscribers. We're almost halfway there. We're almost at 2K. Thanks to you guys. Hit the like button too. It's supposed to be more. Turn up notification to become an early game, which means you can become. Which means you go to the comment section first, which brings me to the comment section. You can tell me games to play. Does not have to be a Roblox game. You can tell me video to react, but please link the video in the comment section so it'll be easy for me to find. Or you can be like, hi, how you doing? We'll always try to play back to you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's your boy Frame. Out.